Hello and good afternoon. It is 10:53 on Friday afternoon. Oh my God, I have a lot going on right now. I'm just really stressed out. But I just came on here to say that I did catch some of Jay Wilson's show this morning. I heard him talking about one of the B sector content creators not having a home. There are resources out there. It took me about a year to get housing, but I finally got housing. But what people need to understand is that when there are resources out there, they think that you get into a home that like the next day, and you can't do it that way. You have to get put on a waiting list, and then once they find something for you, that's how you get in there. And you still have rules and regulations that you have to follow. You still have curfews that you have to follow. However, they tend to help people that have children a lot quicker than anything else. So if she is requiring resources, she can get it pretty fast if she has kids. So it will not take her as long as it did me to get housing. So I just wanted to put my 2 cents in there. You just really have to look, and you really have to contact the right people. That's the only difference. So you really have to, you know, you really have to reach out to people that are going to help you and know that they're going to help you. Here in Vegas, there are programs here that help place you in housing. Even if you have a case manager here in Vegas, that's the thing, they're supposed to help you, and they do. But even with their status, they can't like move you up to the front of the line. So even if you try to get housing on your own, or if you try to get through a case manager, either way you look at it, it's still going to be a wait time. But again, they will help people a lot quicker for families than they will single people. Like if there are shelters, usually there is a family section of a shelter that they'll get put in. They won't get put in, in the dorms with everybody else if there's rooms available. So yeah, there are resources out there. You just have to look, and you have to know the right people. So a case manager is someone that is supposed to. It's like a caseworker, someone that's supposed to help you get placed in housing. They also help with if you need any kind of documents like Social Security card, birth certificate. Some even help you get a job and help you work, find a job or whatever. My case manager helped me. The only thing my case manager helped me with was get a job. So he got me that job at the courtyard. Well, he put in a good work for me, but I did the rest. But he actually put the footwork in that. So they can be helpful and useful. Um, Whether you do it on your own or you go through a case manager, I think at the end of the day, you're going to get the same result because I tried doing it on my own and it didn't really work out too well for me. But I am not in a shelter anymore, so I do actually have a place I'm staying at. So it takes a while because there's always wait lists, and then you've got to wait for them to, leave so they can place you. So we have a thing, and what they do in this thing, I'm not going to say what it is. And what they do in this thing is they place you in a hotel room for 90 days, and you have a roommate, which is the situation that I'm in right now. And you have a roommate. You share pretty much everything, and my roommate's pretty much gone most of the time. The only time I really see her is at 7 because 7 is curfew. We can't go out past 7 o'clock at night, so those are pretty much the only ones. You still have the program. The program that I'm in did not get me in there, but since I am with that program, Vegas Stronger still, that's where I go. So I have not been in Vegas Stronger in a couple of days because I've had a lot of stuff coming up. So right now I'm on my way to a doctor's appointment. And they want to just make sure everything is okay for me being sick and stuff, and make sure I'm good to go and get a clean bill of health. I feel a lot better than I did in the past couple of weeks. So with all that being said, I do still watch the sector. I still see what's going on. From time to time, I just don't drop down. I did drop down in Jay Wilson's chat this morning to let him know that. So, I'm not trying to be mean or spiteful or whatever, but I'm just letting you know that there are resources out there, and they will help families a lot quicker than they will help single people. So whatever state that she's in, all she really has to do is look up. One thing that you cannot do though is if you are homeless and you are in a shelter, the one thing you absolutely cannot do is film and be on YouTube because that's what happened to me. I made that huge mistake and I'm not going to make that mistake again. So if you're a huge YouTuber like this lady is, and she goes into a shelter and one of her enemies sees it, they can send it to that shelter and they can get her kicked out, especially if there are rules and regulations against that. Because sometimes some of these people are not homeless, they're just hiding out from the domestic violence situation and they don't want to be filmed and they don't want to be found. So that's why they have those film rules set in place. So you would have to act or make sure that it's okay. But if you go and do it on your own, they will more than likely toss you out. Hang on, let me check. Okay, sorry about that. I had to get on a bus. So I'm gonna, I have some errands. I'm supposed to be going to Vegas stronger, but I have some errands to run. So this is a very new channel, and there's not going to be a lot of people over here right now because I'm not really on it all that much. But I'll come on here and say hi and throw in my 2 cents like I just did now. So, well, sorry. So, and I just want to put in my 2 cents on what I saw this morning. I have no idea why I have none whatsoever. So yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on. The boys are doing their own thing, and I'm doing my own thing. So it's going to stay that way for a while. So I mean, I kind of like doing my own thing. I mean, it is what it is. So with that being said, that's all I had to say. There's nothing negative, but yes, if you're really serious about getting help, resources help you. And if you do get into the shelter, it cannot be on YouTube because if one of your enemies sees you on YouTube and they report that video, then you're out. So trust me from having somebody that has experienced this. So, but I am no longer in the shelter. I do have housing and I like it there. So I'm not going to be there for too much longer because I am getting ready to leave. But my roommate is pretty cool. I really don't see her until around after 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. Because she's out all day and so am I. You can choose to stay there all day if you want to, but the only thing, that's just really, really boring. So the only time I did that was when I was really sick. So because I wasn't getting the rest, I kept going out. So my case manager was like, we need to stay in bed all day. So that's what kind of helped me feel better after I got out of the hospital a little bit. Because you cannot, when you're sick, when you're running around like crazy, you cannot get well that way. So, but now that I've actually got the rest, I'm fine. That's pretty much all I really have to say. I will talk to you all later and have a good day.